Welcome everybody, it's Jeff with J&K Stay in Vegas with another Vegas News, Vegas Vloggers. Today, I have Michele here.
Hi.
Michele is a local here in Vegas, just like us. And I thought it'd be fun to get Michele on here and get her take of everything that's going on, pros and cons of the Strip, downtown, all the stuff we like to talk about, like with the other me and Jaycation. And welcome, Michele.
Thank you for having me.
Episode 3.
Fun.
Thank you. Michele has her own YouTube channel as well. And how long have you had your YouTube channel?
I've had it for a while, but I took a break to make other content, and then I've been doing it for about 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Like steady, like vlogging.
Yeah, well that sounds like fun, Michele. I mean, doing the whole vlog thing and doing it from a local's perspective, I think is really cool. We've been doing it a while, as you know, and we've been doing live streams, and you've been on our live streams as well, and it's a lot of fun. Vegas is really packed for the middle of July, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's crazy busy right now.
Yeah. I mean, I almost think it's almost busier than 4th of July. Like 4th of July seemed a little bit almost mellow. I mean, for Vegas.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're both talking about before we came down here, like how bad the traffic was, and
So bad.
yeah. So I don't know. I think a lot of people are just kind of still getting out and and traveling. That's kind of all you hear about in the news anyway, right?
But it's funny because I feel like this isn't, in my opinion, it's not the best time to come to Vegas just because it's so hot.
Right.
But I guess, I mean, maybe that's what people are looking for. Like they want to come to the pool and, then gamble at night.
Right. And you know what's kind of interesting too, you mentioned that, is that the weekdays, are usually priced more affordable for people to come on like the weekends. So I think we're seeing like in the middle of the week where it used to be a lot slower, people are taking advantage of like those lower rates at the hotels and all of that. So I think that it's become like 7 days a week now of busy here in Vegas. I think that's a lot of the tourist attractions. I think all over the world too are getting that too.
Yeah, it's just busy all the time now.
Yeah, it is busy all the time. There is one thing though that is in the news. So a lot of you like the station casinos, and we do too, because they're local casinos like Red Rock, Green Valley. Well, I know a lot of people like on our live stream have asked about the Fiesta Henderson and Fiesta Rancho and also Texas Station. Those were just announced today as of July 15th. They're closed. No more.
Sad.
3 local casinos are shut down. Everybody was kind of waiting for those to reopen, but from the kind of press release that they said, it's like the land is more valuable and people have found, Green Valley, Red Rock, and now they're going to be building the new Durango casino in the southwest part of the valley. So they find that those are going to be fine. I mean, did you ever go to those, or?
Yeah, I like Green Valley.
Yep.
Red Rock's really nice. It's just kind of far from me.
Right.
And I mean, I guess it makes sense. The ones that they're closing are older. They don't have as much to offer. So I do feel like if they were to reopen, they would need to be updated.
Right.
So maybe it just makes more sense to like do their new project and kind of let these go. I was shocked. I was doing a video on Water Street.
Right.
And then I was going to the little casinos and I was like, oh, let's go to Fiesta. And then I tried to go and I was like, wait, they never reopened after COVID.
Yeah.
So I was like surprised.
Yeah, I mean, and what Michele is saying, if you guys haven't been down there, Water Street in Henderson, great place, right? For like pub crawling and new restaurants, and
they're really putting a lot into that area right now. It's really changing.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have heard of Henderson. So if you do know Henderson, you want to go down to Henderson, Water Street, definitely. Have you done a video on that yet?
Yeah, I did one where I just went to like the casinos, because the casinos are different there.
Right.
It's literally just a tiny casino. You know, it's a different vibe.
Right.
So I did kind of a whole Water Street video the first time, and then I checked out a couple restaurants since then.
Okay.
Because they're getting like new restaurants, like you see them on TikTok, and it's like they're really putting a lot. They have a lot of new businesses down there, but it's definitely like an earlier crowd. Right. Like I feel like by 8, 9 o'clock, people are going home.
Exactly.
It's an earlier crowd.
Christina and I were down there one time to the, is it the El Dorado? Is that the one? Yeah. Or one of those. And we literally came out, we just had a little bit of a dinner in there. And like 9:30 at night, it was like desolate. It's like, where did everybody go?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, I just don't know. I'm like, it is Vegas, right? But that just goes to show you the difference in, you know, like a local casino of the difference. But yeah, so sadly, those 3 are not coming back. I mean, in all fairness, a lot of the employees, obviously, they have been waiting around 2 years, you know, for a dealer position or a cocktail waitress or whatever it may be. So, you know, thankfully, you know, they've already said that 1/3 of the employees have moved on to their other station casinos. And I'm sure a lot of the other ones have already, I'm sure, found new jobs because jobs are actually pretty plentiful right now. So, yeah. So if you're looking forward to those coming back open, it's not going to happen. So, yeah, right?
Sorry, guys.
Let me tell you a little bit about Michele and some of her stuff that she does. She does a lot of local stuff, and which is awesome because we do have a lot of local viewers. And I know a lot of you out there say, hey, do you have any off the strip or anything that is recommended for, you know, outside of the strip or Fremont or any of that other stuff too? Do you guys have any recommendations? Well, Michele, she's got you covered for sure. In fact, she was just telling me of something near and dear to my heart, pizza. So tell everybody. So you just did a video, and what were the couple of places that you went and looked at?
Okay, so we went to a new pizza spot called Sliced Pizza.
Okay.
And it's like a horror theme.
And where is that?
They're both places are on Industrial.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a comparison video, 2 different pizza places blocks from each other, but they're just like right behind the strip.
Yeah.
So if you're a tourist, it's still easy to get to, you know, like a short Uber ride.
Yep.
And it's cool. They have a lot of decorations. They have games like pinball machines, and it's next to an escape room.
Oh, okay.
So I guess that's like they get a lot of people from the escape room going over there.
Gotcha.
It's just a pizza spot right now. They don't have a liquor license yet, but they're working on it. So we went there.
Okay.
I recorded all the creepy stuff.
Nice.
And then we went to Hard Hat Lounge, which I did a video a few weeks ago there.
Okay.
It's a bar.
Okay.
Kind of like a dive bar, you know? But someone told me that they had the best pizza in Vegas. So I was like, oh, I have to try it. So I went there, and then I was like, let me do a comparison because they're literally like blocks away from each other.
Okay.
So that's my newest video.
So so one was a dive bar with pizza.
Yes.
That sounds good, and a horror themed pizza.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess the bottom line is, which one was better?
You guys are gonna have to watch the video to see.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, you'll have to check out Michele's channel. And is that video out now?
It went up yesterday.
Okay, so when this airs, you're going to have to go to Michele's page and watch that comparison video, because I'm going to, because anytime pizza's involved, I'm there, right?
Yeah. And the sliced pizza, the crust is black.
Yeah?
So it like adds to the creepy vibe, you know?
Black?
Yeah.
So it's not burnt, it's just like a colorization or something? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all
it's
right.
cool.
That is interesting. A horror themed, right? I mean, hey, we're coming up to fall.
Yeah.
Let's, you know, hopefully get this heat done, and then you can check out. And then when that was the name, that was what was that?
That's
then?
Sliced.
Sliced, and the other one was called
Hard Hat Lounge.
Hard Hat Lounge, but does feature pizza.
Yes.
Okay.
They have a little kitchen inside.
A little kitchen. Gotcha.
And they're both on Industrial, super close to the strip.
Yeah, Industrial is just parallel to the strip, so it's on the west side of the strip. So like Count's Customs is over there. If you ever watch that show, that's Industrial. Just basically parallels the strip. Yeah. So Michele, so you've lived in Vegas a long time. So I asked Mark, I asked Jay, you know, like what do you feel are like the pros and cons of like the strip versus Fremont Street? Because everybody has like their preference of, you know, like, oh, I'm only going to downtown because I love the vibe or whatever, or I'm only going to the strip, I can't stand Fremont. What's like your opinion on it?
It's funny because a few years ago, I never went downtown. I was not a fan.
Yeah.
But, you know, Mark's downtown all the time.
Right.
And I've really gotten into Fremont Street, and I like the Arts District too. That's
Yeah.
fun. So now I feel like, as a tourist, I think they should do both. You know, the strip, because some people come to Vegas and they just stay on the strip the whole time.
Right.
Like some people aren't even aware that Fremont Street's there. I definitely think it's something you should do. They're getting good restaurants down there.
Yep.
You know, it is a fun time. You just walk down the whole street and people drink and dance, and if you like people watching, that's good.
You're right.
Yeah, but this time of year, I prefer the Strip.
Right.
Because it's very hot down there.
Yes.
It's very hot right now.
Yeah, Mark and I were talking about, like, especially like the Plaza, how they made all these announcements of like the pink boxes going down there, putting a carousel, and then they made it a point to say, and I know I'm repeating myself, but just to get your opinion too, that they said it's going to be YouTube and Instagram friendly. So it's like they get it, you know, where, you know, we have sometimes so many challenges with, you know, like you're vlogging and you're just, you know, by yourself, you're not trying to film other people.
Yeah.
And so it's really nice to see that.
I almost feel like downtown, they're more accepting of recording.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think everyone should kind of get on board because it's free advertisement.
Right.
You know, we're showing people what they should visit. I know, you know, Plaza with their announcement, they're like, you know, friendly.
Right.
El Cortez is really like YouTuber friendly as well.
Which is funny because Gambling Granny with her Rocktober. So before, I don't know, how long has she done that? Do you know?
I think last year was the first year, wasn't it?
Right, and so that's what I'm thinking, because when Christine and I first started our channel, that was one of the first hotels we went to. Oh my God, did we get jumped on for filming. and I told Christine, I said, hey, I said, just in case, I said, I'm gonna give you like the little camera, so just kind of hold it around. So what does she do? You know, the casino's really dark in there, right? Yeah. So she's got the camera and she's literally like this to a security guard. I'm like, really? And the security guard's kind of like, I think it was so obvious that he was taken aback. And, but she was actually just taking a picture of Siegel's restaurant just for the, like Instagram or something.
Yeah.
And the guy said, no pictures. And that's weird because now, I mean, I would really credit Gambling Granny. If you don't know Gambling Granny, you got to go check out her and Dice, their channel as well. But they've created such a relationship with them down there. They're like, hey, anybody can film down here. We don't care. Yeah. It's completely the opposite. And a lot of credit out to Gambling Granny and Dice, because I really think because of them that they're more comfortable with people filming, as long as you're not filming like tables and overtly, you know, doing people or something. So, you know, I think it's pretty cool now, which is nice to hear.
Yeah, I think they really opened that door and like started that relationship, because even at like their event last year, I met the general manager of El Cortez, and we keep in touch. Every time I'm there, I see him, you know what I mean? And he says like, yeah, you can record, just don't record people gambling, you know, like other people might not want to be on camera. Right. That's really the only thing. And they are very accommodating. Every time I go downtown, I'm at El Cortez for a certain, like at some point. And
they've got great specials down there too. I mean, that famous prime rib special. And, you know, they've been there since the 20s, and you got that retro neon and everything.
They have a new coffee shop.
There you go, okay.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't get to go to it because it was like late at night. But it's called Cortez Cafe or Cortez Coffee, or I saw it like advertised on their door.
That's good to know, because the whole thing that I'm doing these days is a summer tour and trying to find where the best place is to get coffee. You know, it's like back in my previous corporate life, I'd always see people coming out of the, you know, the towers of their rooms, and real early in the morning they're like stumbling around like, where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? And, you know, a lot of hotels have kind of done away with the coffee machines.
Yeah.
And so sometimes it's hard to find where, you know, like, hopefully you can find something other than like Starbucks or something like that, and you can support maybe something a little bit more local, but a lot of times you can't. And then on top of that, there is a long line. Yeah. So that's a good tip. We're gonna have to go down there and check that out too. That's awesome. So what do you think are like the pros and cons of the Strip?
I mean, the restaurants, there's so many. It's like you could try a new restaurant like every single weekend, you know?
Yeah.
Which is tough because then you get favorites. I struggle with that because I'm like, I have favorites, I want to go back, but then there's always something new to try. So I feel like the best restaurants, I mean, traffic can get kind of crazy. Sometimes it's easier getting downtown. Yeah. So it really depends. You know, like today the traffic is bad for the Strip. Yeah, yeah. So every day is different. But yeah, I think for a tourist, they need to do both.
Yeah, and especially, during the summer, Jay and I were mentioning that too. It's like you really have to take care of the heat, make sure you have water all the time.
Yes.
I mean, if you're inside one casino, you're fine, because you're just maybe playing a machine or something, but invariably everybody goes out, wants to explore, and you don't realize how hot that pavement is with the heat coming up. So it's definitely a challenge in the height of summer like we are here in July. Yeah, especially all the hotels, there's a lot of walking you gotta do. So, and then plus you just go, hey, Mandalay Bay doesn't look that far. And we're only at the Flamingo, and then you're like, even when it's in winter, it's far.
It's far.
Yeah, or the old thing, we did this before we moved to Vegas, is like, hey, I got a great idea. Let's bar hop. We'll get a drink at every hotel. That'll be fun.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Did you make it?
No. After, you walk even, like New York, you're like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
Michelle, so what do you got coming up on your channel? So where can they find you on YouTube, first of all?
It's youtube.com/Michele Monroe.
Okay.
And Michelle is spelled with one L.
One L. Only one L. Okay.
Yeah.
And then Instagram, same thing?
Instagram, Michele Monroe _.
Okay.
YouTube's pretty easy. If you just search Michele Vegas, it'll come up.
Okay.
Or Michele Monroe, even if it's spelled wrong, it'll come up.
Okay.
And my next 2 videos are going to be Oscar's Steakhouse downtown.
Ooh, okay.
I went there last night for the first time.
Nice.
And then the Legacy Club at Circa.
Oh, very good.
It's very pretty.
Yes, yeah. Well, I won't ask you what you thought of Oscar's, so we'll have to wait to see the video. I think that you were telling me, speaking of Circa, the Legacy Club, in fact, being a local, so tell me what you were talking about, the drinks and everything, because the drinks are expensive, but what were you telling me about like downtown Summerlin, which is one of our kind of favorite local places to go to?
So when I make videos, if they have something that's like super Instagrammable, I have to order it, right? Like I need like the cute drinks or the cute desserts. So I recently went to downtown Summerlin for dinner, and I ordered this rose drink at Lynetta.
Lynetta?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a Mexican restaurant in downtown Summerlin.
Okay.
It was $24, which that's expensive for a drink, but you're ordering it because it's so pretty.
Right.
It's like a rose in the center, champagne, So then last night I realized at the Legacy Room, I again got a cute Instagrammable cocktail, and it was like $19.
Yep.
And I'm like, that's kind of crazy that downtown Summerlin, which is supposed to be for locals, is like so expensive.
Right.
More than like a tourist spot.
Yeah, and especially the Legacy Club, you're paying for the view.
Which is amazing.
Yeah, so you're like, okay, I get it. It's a $19 drink. When Christina and I went up there, it was the same thing. You're like, yeah, but you get a cute little drink, like you said. It's very Instagrammable, and you get the view. But downtown Summerlin, now granted, it's a very nice neighborhood that's located in. But yeah, for a locals place, $24?
Yeah.
I mean, you get that prime rib dinner at El Cortez.
Yeah, a whole dinner.
Right? Exactly. I mean, I guess it has to be worth the gram, right? The Insta.
Yeah. And it was an expensive restaurant, but it's not, like the prices are high, but it's not like a fancy restaurant.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I feel like going in there, you wouldn't expect that it's as expensive. Downtown Summerlin, it's, and it's an expensive area.
Right.
But yeah, I just thought that was interesting that like a tourist spot, like you said, with such a good view, like their cocktails were cheaper than literally like downtown Summerlin. I was in a restaurant with no view.
Yeah. Well, downtown Summerlin is not really connected, but very close to Red Rock Casino, what we were talking about earlier. So,
very close.
And it's a very, very affluent neighborhood. But it's a beautiful outdoor park. I actually did a live stream from there one time too. It's a very pretty, walk, and like Michelle said, that restaurant is good, and there's a lot of restaurants up there that, if you want to get off the strip too. So, and then, do you do TikTok as well?
Kind of.
Yeah?
But, okay, so I really like Reels on Instagram. Do you do Reels?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So I like the Reels, and then I'll just kind of put the same thing on TikTok usually.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like the same video.
Yeah. Gotcha. Well, yeah, I've been doing more TikTok videos, Granted, at the beginning, I'm like, I don't need another social media thing. Yeah. Especially as a dude, I don't want to have one more thing to do.
Yeah.
I'm already self-conscious of putting the camera in front of my face as a guy. So, but I went on TikTok myself, saw a few cute little puppy, you know, videos, and then kind of saw what it was about, and I've got into it. You know, so we're almost at 1,000 on there.
Wow.
So,
that's good.
you know, it's that whole posting and everything. So then we're going to try to go live on there for the heck of it, because you can do that at 1,000. So we'll see who's out there on TikTok that nobody's even seen us.
Yeah.
Despite us doing live streams on YouTube forever. Who knows, all the trolls may come out then.
You're like, hey, TikTokers.
Right, right. And they're like, who's this dude? You know?
I feel like TikTok is pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Like YouTube, it's like mostly friendly, but TikTok, I think...
it's like Wild Wild West out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, especially now. But, you know, I mean, I got to admit, I mean, you could easily blow 2 hours of no time at all on TikTok. And I find that you can definitely, as a creator, you can definitely get more traction on TikTok. I find like Instagram, even doing the Reels is better, because people want to see video. Yeah. But I feel like Instagram, they always make, like YouTube, they make you work so hard for people, you know, to get in front of people and to enjoy the content, where TikTok is like, ooh, new content, let's push it out, you know? So, you know, I at least like it that, for that matter.
I have like the opposite experience.
Really?
Yeah, like I will literally post the same thing, and I had a video about the Pride sign, the Welcome to Las Vegas, like Pride colors.
Yeah.
I posted that on Reels, and I got like 25,000 views.
Oh, wow.
On TikTok, I had like 200. And I was like, in Reels, like on Instagram, it went fast. Like it was really growing. And so at that point, it was like 25,000 and 200. I may have more on TikTok now, but it's not high, you know, like not even 1,000.
Right.
So I don't know. I think it's like with Instagram, I feel like it depends what time of day. Like it really, just like YouTube, if people start to watch it, they really push it out.
Right.
I think it's the same with Instagram. Like you just really have to get lucky when you first post it, and then they'll keep pushing it out. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, I actually, you know, on the Hawaiian marketplace, you know, all that's closed now because they're putting it, they got, you know, with a new casino or whatever they're planning to do. I posted that video on TikTok. I just did it real quick, like a 10 to 15 second video. It has over 100,000 views now.
Are you kidding?
No, no.
Wow.
And then New York, I just saw that. I was sitting there, actually I was waiting for Mark, the other me, where we were gonna do our video. And I looked up on the side of New York by Shake Shack, and those weren't like rooms, they're either like convention rooms or something, but there's a whole bunch of stuff in the windows. It was kind of weird, so all I just said was, look up in Vegas, and I'm like, what the heck? And especially with TikTok, if you get people's like curiosity going, I think that's what really drives it, you know?
Oh.
Yeah, so.
That one like took off?
Yeah, it totally took off.
Wow.
I'll have to show you later. So, well, Michelle, it was awesome to get together. We've known Michelle for quite a long time, and I'm like, you know, I started this series, I'm like, I gotta get Michelle on. And so I'm happy to have you on, and one of these times we'll have you when Christina's able to be on.
Definitely.
And then we'll have a really good talk fest. So,
yeah, definitely.
Anyway, thank you, Michelle.
Thank you so much.
And guys, follow Michelle, Michele Monroe, again, on Instagram and YouTube, and a little bit of TikTok. Yeah, a little bit. And of course, follow us, jkstayinvegas, on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Those are all the same as well. So thanks everybody for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. And don't forget, we got videos coming out every week. Michelle's got 2 videos that she comes out every week, just like us. So make sure and subscribe to both of our channels. All right, everybody, until the next one, stay safe and stay silly. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.